Welcome to Jesse Watters Primetime. We are live tonight from Phoenix, Arizona, where we've spent the day at Turning Point, USA. We'll have more on that later. Trick or treat. Trump spent a week in Asia negotiating with the world, flew back on a red-eye, and still had enough gas to hand out candy. If this were Joe, he'd be sleeping until Thanksgiving. But there's no sleeping at this White House. You can't even get a bit of shut-eye on Air Force One.
When you go on one of these 23-hour international trips with Donald Trump, if you're lucky, he'll sleep 2 hours. Right. If you're unlucky, he'll be roaming around Air Force One, busting your chops because you've fallen asleep and like, oh, he's low energy. Look, he's already asleep and he's, been on the plane for 18 hours.
He wakes up the journalists for midnight gaggles.
He wakes up the journalists for midnight gaggles.
No one was sleeping on this trip back home. If the president didn't wake you up, the turbulence did.
These are rough winds in Asia. I must tell you, this is a rough flight. We could have waited an hour, maybe. These are a little tough. These are tough conditions for interviews.
Trump never took his eyes off this chat-com. During the meeting, she kept looking down at his papers. 47.
For interviews. They're going to be watching Trump. They're going to say, he didn't look too good. He's got the shakes. I don't have the shakes, but people are going to think I do.
The flight was bumpy, but the sit-down with Xi, smooth sailing.
Overall, I guess on the scale from 0 to 10, with 10 being the best, I would say the meeting was a 12.
Trump had the upper hand from the start. He made sure to win the body language battle at the first handshake.
And we're going to have a very successful meeting, I have no doubt. But he's a very tough negotiator.
First,
that's not
47, staring him straight in the eyes. She knows who deserves a prize.
Mr. President, you care a lot about world peace. And you're very enthusiastic about settling various regional hotspot issues.
China is calling Trump the peace president, but don't take it for granted. Just because 47 wants peace doesn't mean he's not prepared for war. Trump's making sure we're in tip-top shape. He's ordering the Department of War to start testing America's nuclear weapons for the first time in 30 years. And we're also helping South Korea build a nuclear-powered submarine. And we're doing it in the Philly shipyards. If China behaves, there's nothing to worry about. Trump would rather strike deals than targets. And he's leaving Asia with a China deal.
I put a 20% tariff on China because of the fentanyl coming in, which is it's a big tariff. And based on his statements today, I reduced it by 10%. So it's 10% instead of 20% effective immediately. I believe he's going to work very hard to stop the death that's coming in.
China has been promising to help us curb fentanyl for years, so we'll believe it when we see it. Trump told them, do the right thing, and if they know what's good for them, they will. Less fentanyl, more soybeans.
The Chinese have agreed to buy 12 million metric tons of soybeans during this season, and then for the next 3 years, they're going to be buying a minimum of 25 million metric tons per annum.
American farmers are thrilled. So are the taxpayers. No bailout. And it wasn't just soy. Xi wants a taste of American energy. Trump says the Chinese agreed to start buying oil and gas from Alaska. And the more China buys oil from us, the less they buy from Putin. China's also opening up their rare earths market to us. And in exchange, we're suspending tariffs on port fees. And overall tariffs on China will now be about 50%. This isn't meant to be a comprehensive deal. Trump's basically lowering the temperature. China's tough, and Trump is taking his time. It's why the president's going to China next year and inviting Xi to Mar-a-Lago. We're maintaining supremacy over the Chinese. So far, we still have the upper hand. Chuck Schumer, who can't cut a deal for his life,
तो भैया पनिया मंगा देता, पनिया सब ना हम मोबाइलिया पर निकाल ले।